If you have ever said or even thought that you wouldn't have to worry about being arrested for a crime if you never committed one, you might want to listen to this. This man, Marcellus Williams, was convicted of the murder of Felicia Gay, a newspaper reporter. She was found stabbed to death in her home in 1998. Marcellus Williams was convicted of that murder in 2001. He has always maintained his innocence in this case, but he was convicted nevertheless. With his conviction, Marcellus Williams was sentenced to death, and he is actually set to be executed now. The thing is that the prosecutor and the defense have actually teamed up together because new information has came to light that suggests the possibility that Marcellus Williams is actually innocent. Not only did the prosecutor actually appeal to the Missouri court system admitting that he struck a certain juror from the jury pool because Marcellus Williams was Black and this juror was Black. There was some racial component to this, but this new evidence has came to light, and the prosecution in January tried to get DNA testing to confirm that Marcellus Williams was indeed innocent. But then they found out that the murder weapon had been mishandled. So because the murder weapon was mishandled, it can't be DNA tested, or at least that DNA testing can't be trusted, unfortunately. So the thing that was supposed to exonerate Marcellus Williams has now just muddied the waters even more. Meanwhile, Marcellus Williams is actually set to be executed tomorrow. The governor in the state of Missouri has denied Marcellus Williams' application for clemency, and the Missouri Supreme Court has said that they will not step in and stop the execution from taking place. I just wonder how you guys feel about the potential that a person will be executed that could possibly be innocent, that there's real evidence that suggests that he may very well be innocent. And personally, I'm not saying that I am for or against the death penalty. I really kind of go back and forth anyway. But I do think that there are some people in this world that probably should not be breathing amongst the rest of us, but I don't want to be the one to make that judgment call. However, it's cases like this, cases where someone could potentially be executed that is innocent, and cases where people have been executed that are most likely innocent or have been proven innocent, that make me rethink my stance altogether. I believe it was on a podcast like maybe 2 years ago that I heard this figure that an estimated 40% of inmates in the United States prison system are factually innocent. But the laws in certain states don't allow for people to just be released just because they are innocent. There has to be an appeal process. And when a person runs out of appeals, they just run out of appeals, and there's nothing more really that can be done. And I think that that honestly is terrible. What kind of legal system is it that a person can be sitting in prison for something that they didn't actually do? But so many people think, well, if I don't commit a crime, I don't have to worry about being convicted. But that's just simply not true. In fact, you could be arrested for literally anything. You could be arrested because an officer says that they suspect you of really anything, and then you have to prove yourself to be innocent. But what happens when you're not able to prove yourself to be innocent, or when, a jury erroneously convicts you? Then you're kind of stuck until maybe an appeal comes through. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on Marcellus Williams? I do think that at this point, everything that's happened with Marcellus Williams has really overshadowed the murder case of Felicia Gale. But even so, her family has requested that he not be executed because rather than just having any old person executed and thinking that that's going to satisfy their need for justice, they actually want justice. They want to know who committed this murder. They want the investigation to continue. And if Marcellus Williams is executed, there will be no reason for the state of Missouri to continue to investigate this murder because they'll just call it good.